Hi, my name is Gavin. I'm a Principal Manager in a Social Work Academy. Prior to that, I've been a team manager and I looked after children's team. So why I wanted to be a social worker? When I was growing up, my parents were foster carers. To me, I had foster brothers and foster sisters, and I saw what an impactful role the social work profession is and what a positive outcome they can have for the most vulnerable in society. I went and done a genetic degree at university. Whilst I was there, a lot of my friends were in the military and they were coming back from Iraq talking about their traumatic experiences. I realised then that the position I was in at university and the ability to pick what profession I went into was a privilege really, and I wanted to go into a line of work where I made a contribution and it involved social justice. The route I took is when I was living in London. I was on a trainee social work scheme, so I spent a year in a residential parent assessment centre, 2 years on a master's degree, and then I started out my career in child protection, essentially building my foundation in that line of work. The top 3 things I love about my job: number 1 would be the people I meet. The type of people who come into this line of work tend to be caring and nurturing people, and it's great to work alongside people like that every day. Number 2, every day is different. You will never be bored being a social worker. And number 3 is the positive outcomes that you've achieved for the children, the adults and the families that you work with. The memories I've got from that will stay with me forever. What I would say for someone thinking about being a social worker is when you first come into this line of work, it can come as a little bit of a shock, because you see a part of society you might not have had witness to before. And if there's anything I wish I knew when I started my training before becoming a social worker, is make emotional self-care your number 1 priority really. Speak to your supervisor, develop friendships with other social workers, but creating a self-care strategy emotionally should be a priority when you start out in the profession.